What is up, everyone? stonepost34 here, bringing you more of Growing Up with Stonepost. But hey, first I have to give a huge shout out. I mean, just huge, huge, huge. In fact, you may be watching this on their channel. COD Ops 24/7 spoke to one of the guys over there. Great group of guys, great channel. Have agreed to put up some of my videos. In fact, their channel is kind of similar to what I do with the Growing Up with Stonepost series. In fact, I'll put it in the link in the description to their channel, but I have about 3.5 hours of Growing Up with Stonepost, and that's what we're going to talk about today. But real quick, want to let you guys know about me if you're watching this on COD Ops 24/7. I'm an older gamer. I'm 36 years old. I'm married. I have a beautiful wife. Of course, I'll say she's beautiful. She'd kick my butt if I didn't. We've been married almost 10 years, and we have 2 great kids. I mean, super great kids, girls. I'm involved in coaching. I coach their soccer, basketball. We just finished our last softball game last night, and my youngest is in t-ball. Super involved with them. And kind of about me, what I do is I'm a golfer and I'm a gamer. That's kind of my deal, and I'll put it in my next video. I was going to put in some random golf shots, but I put random golf shots in videos, and a little bit about my channel. I do this series called Growing Up with Stonepost, which you're going to get right now. Do a little Q&A. I play with subs on Sunday, and also do a Saturday feature. So if you have gameplay, I can download it. I have both Xbox and PS3, so I can get it through the file share, and I'll commentate on that. And then on Sunday, if you're a commentator, I put other commentators' stuff on my channel on Sunday, the Sunday feature. So have a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying the YouTube community, and COD Ops 24/7. Thank you guys so much, and please, guys, show them a little bit of love. Link is in the description. And anyway, so off we go. So this is going to be Growing Up with Stonepost. We're going to talk about crazy girlfriends and skinny dipping gone bad. So let's start with the crazy girlfriends. If you're familiar with me, you know I dated a girl from Spain for 4.5 years, and I did a video on how to end it, and we don't need to get into all that. But on the heels of that relationship, I started dating another girl, and this was when I was in college, and she was older than me. She was about 2 to 3 years older than me, and she was working on her master's, and I was doing my undergrad at the time. So here's the quick story about crazy girlfriends. So she's actually out of town at this time. We'd been dating for, the whole relationship lasted around 2 years. So at this point, we'd been dating for, I would say, 6 months to a year. I'm over at her apartment. My buddy was dating her best friend, so we'd go over there all the time. It was kind of, we just hung out over there after classes and stuff. And so we go over to her place. It's in the evening, and they had some friends over, and my buddy Chris and I, and his girlfriend, and then there was a few other people. We decided we were going to play Pictionary. Sounds harmless, right? I mean, what could go wrong with Pictionary? And mind you, Jenny, my girlfriend's out of town. She went back home to see her family. So we're hanging out, and everyone gets the pads. Well, we look around. We don't have enough pens and pencils. So we're like, okay, well, I'm familiar with her room, and she had a desk in her room. So I'm like, yeah, I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab a couple pens, and I'll be right back. So I run back to her room, and she was pretty neat. Everything was meticulous, and she has her desk. And in the top drawer, it was just one of those old solder, kind of particle board desks. So I pull out the top drawer. Well, I wasn't really paying attention, and I didn't know there wasn't a catch at the end of the drawer. So I pull out the drawer, and I flipped the drawer accidentally because it all came out, and it was top heavy, and I wasn't expecting it. So the whole thing, she had this pen and pencil holder on the top, and she had a pad and some other, tape and stapler and all that, and it flipped. And underneath the pen and pencil holder, there is a picture. And I'm like, well, that's weird. So I pick the picture up and look at it. Guess what the picture is? It's a picture of me with Blanca, the girlfriend I had before Jenny. I'm like, dude, you are bat crazy. What are you doing? So I freak out. I call my buddy Chris. I'm like, dude, come here. I said, this is weird. I have no idea where she got the picture. It just freaked me out. And he's like, man, that is some weird stuff. So of course I confront her. And it was like 2 days later. She got back, and of course, me being all sly, didn't wait to bring it up in a fight. I just kind of like, have you seen any pictures of Blanca and I? And she's like, no, no, why? And I'm like, because I found one in your desk. She's like, oh yeah, I just heard how beautiful she was, and I just didn't know, and I just wanted to see a picture of her. I'm like, I know you dated other guys before me. I don't really want to see a picture of them. If you guys know why a woman would do that, it is the craziest thing I've ever seen. And I don't know. It seems somewhat harmless, but still crazy, right? Okay, next story. Same girlfriend. And we're chilling, and this is in college, guys. So yes, I was drinking beer at the time. We decide, we're hanging out, listening to some music. I think we were playing cards, and it's like 11 o'clock at night, and we're like, let's go swimming. Well, the apartment complex she lived in had a pool, and so we were like, yeah, let's go check it out. Well, it was closed, and we're like, well, we can't go swimming. We go back, and then Jenny's like, let's go skinny dipping, and I'm like, how are we gonna get in? She goes, we're going to jump the fence. Well, simple enough, right? Except it has a 6-foot wrought iron fence. So I decide, yeah, we can get everyone over the fence. I'm a bigger guy. I'm a little bit over 6 foot. So I help Jenny across, her friend across, my buddy across, and we had a few other friends over there. And so we get everyone across. And people start, well, we brought some beer too. Why wouldn't you, right? Brilliant. So we decide it's my turn to get across. So I shimmy up the fence, and I get up on top of the fence, and I'm up on the top. And like I said, I'm kind of a big guy, but I have bigger feet than I think I probably should have. I wear size 13. So I get my feet up, and I'm still wearing my tennis shoes because I didn't want to hurt my feet on the fence. Smart, right? Not really. So I get up on top of the fence, and I'm got my hands and my hands on the very top, and my feet I had to put in between each of the wrought iron tops of the fence. I'm kind of teetering back and forth, and I'm like, I think my feet are stuck. Mind you, I'd been drinking, and clearer heads did not prevail. So I kind of teeter back and forth. And I'm like, okay, and they can't. I weighed at that time like 200 pounds. They couldn't really pick me up. I was pretty muscular. So I'm going back and forth. I decide, well, there's only one way to get off this fence because my feet are stuck and I'm losing my balance. I'm going to jump. So guess what? I jump, and for about 30 seconds, that's all I remember is I was going to jump. What happened is, and I don't really remember exactly what happened. I was told what happened. I jumped, and my feet, my size 13 tennis shoes, stayed put. So I jumped, launched off the top of the fence, and leaned forward, and my hands did not get out in front of me, and my feet stuck in the fence, which it was a 6-foot fence, and I'm about 6 feet, and I landed on my head. Long story short, they freaked out. They're like, do not go to sleep. You can't sleep for 24 hours. You need to go to the hospital. What happened? We never wound up getting into the pool and skinny dip, and they had to get back over the fence. I got back over the fence. They drugged me. It was a mess. Trust me. I go back in Jenny's bathroom. I look. I have a goose egg, literally the size of one of those plastic Easter eggs, on my forehead. And to this day, I still have a bump there. It's like a calcified bone bruise or something, and luckily I'm not losing my hair, so it's somewhat covered up. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed growing up with Stonepost. Caught Ops 24/7. Thank you so much. Anyway, guys, take care as always. This is Stonepost 34.